Well, hello, Virgo, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your mid-month reading for August. Now, hope everyone's doing well, enjoying the last few weeks of summer. And boy, this month has really just flown by. So let's see what crystal is being suggested for you. I actually was on vacation the first couple of weeks of August, so I'm doing the second half of August instead of the full month. So let's see what we have for your crystal. We have Chrysocolla. Find your voice. Your inner wisdom deserves to be expressed. A stone of communication and empowerment. It teaches the power of words and feminine strength. So Chrysocolla for these last 2 weeks. All right, Virgo. Let's check in and see what's going on for these last 2 weeks. Again, I hope everyone's doing well. And all right. First card, and let's the fourth week. Fourth week. What message do we have? All right. Thank you. All right. Now, let's they're jumpy. Let's see, what do we have coming through? These are really difficult to oh my goodness. Okay, we had one fly out. And how about week 4? All right, there we go. And let's take a look at clarifying cards for week 3. Okay, and clarifying card for week 4. All right, we are all set. Let's take a look at what we have. We're going to look at the tarot first, but we're going to break it down for the week 3, week 4. So week 3, which is kind of starting right now, we have the 2 of Cups. Now, Virgo, what I'm really picking up, the first thing is you can just tell by the expression on their faces here. It's some kind of disagreement. Maybe it's kind of like these 2 people are totally at the opposite end of the spectrum, you might say. And this could be your partner, where you could be at odds with your partner. That might be why the Chrysocolla is, coming in. Find your voice. Your inner wisdom needs to be expressed. It's a stone of communication. So you could be at an impasse with someone around you. It could be someone you work with, your boss at work, a business partner. You're just not seeing eye to eye. Normally the 2 of Cups, I pick up a one of, partnership and union. It's usually very positive, but I am picking up for some reason that this is having difficulty with someone around you. It could be a neighbor, a coworker. You're just not seeing eye to eye. So there's some kind of disagreement here. Now, the last week, we have the Major Arcana card, Justice. So first, it's a Major Arcana card. So there is change coming in. And I feel like the scales are tipping in your favor, but you might have to make some kind of sacrifice. So we'll see what other cards come out. But I do see, you're making a sacrifice to maybe end this, what I feel is a dispute. So for some of you, it certainly could be, you're finding your voice. This is a court case. This could be in regards, for some of you, it could be a divorce. You're calling it quits with your partner. And I feel like it's the scale's tipping in your favor here, Virgo. But there's some kind of sacrifice that you're making with this. So you see the 2. You see the 11, so 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep, I am seeing that. So it is about moving on, new beginnings. So you might not be seeing eye to eye with someone, and you're just not having it anymore. So you're going to be doing something about it. And if this is indeed, a court case, the judge will make the ruling. But for some, it can be a divorce that some of you are in the middle of. Now, the tea leaf message for this third week, we have Bull. Plenty of material things. I feel like this could be dividing of the assets, because the Bull message is, you see this beautiful, bowl of fruit, all different kinds, exotic fruit, fresh, but it can soon rot. So material things can lose their luster. So I do feel that possibly the sacrifice might be you have to give something up in order to, get this legal matter taken care of. You might have, it's some kind of sacrifice. And so it could go in so many different ways, where there could be where you have to give on your side, and the other person could definitely be here. You're at odds with one another. You're on opposite sides of the spectrum, the plaintiff and the defendant. So the judge is going to make the ruling. It is going to go in your favor. You're going to be happy about it, but you're not going to get off scot-free, so to speak. So don't hassle over material things. Let it go. All right. Yeah, look at this. The 10 of Wands. Something is coming nearing to the end here. Certainly it could be a relationship that's coming to a close. Something in business, either with your boss, a coworker, somebody you're just not agreeing with at this time. You're just on opposite sides of the spectrum. That's the longest, or the biggest message that's coming through. So 10 of Wands could be you're near the end of possibly a legal matter, a court case here, dividing of the assets. So yeah. So the chrysocolla, the stone of communication, it will empower you, Virgo. So definitely if you have something legal going on, but it could be something just simply, with two people. It could be you and your landlord if you rent, and the rent's going up, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to make the decision. Are you staying or are you going? So you might be calling it quits. Now, with the Justice being a major arcana card, definitely can be, I see that it is going to rule in your favor, but again, a little bit of a sacrifice here, possibly. So there could be a circumstance or situation that you're in, that will get resolved, but not 100% in your favor is what I'm picking up. So tea leaf message here, we have Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Okay, the camel kind of moves slow. But there's this message with the camel of, having a heavy load, but you're near the end. We've got the 10 of Wands here. You're near the end with this situation where there's maybe a disagreement with you and another individual, whether it's family or work related, whatever the case may be. The camel, though, holds its set up and keeps going. So you might feel like you're going to persevere is the best way that I can say with the camel coming out. And as I was saying with the Justice card, you will... the scales are tipping in your favor, but you might have to sacrifice something. Let's clarify. Oh, look at this. The 4 of Wands, a card of celebration here, Virgo. So, with the 4 of Wands, it definitely can be like representing a wedding, with the Justice card. So I almost feel like for some of you, there can be that you were with somebody. Maybe you weren't legally married, but with the Justice card here, it's usually an indication. Dividing of the assets or something might be why you're coming into court, but it's almost done and over with. But Four of Wands also can represent some kind of ceremony, a celebration. You know, with the Camel, you persevere, you're going to overcome these problems. So can be a legal court case. It can be a separation from another individual, getting a divorce. It also can be in regards to not seeing eye to eye with a business partner, a supervisor, something of that sort. But what comes into it with the Bull message here is about, you know, the give and take and what's at stake here, you know, dividing of the assets. It's almost over, but the Chrysocolla is being suggested for you for the last half of August in regards to, you know, find your voice, speak up for yourself, which I find hard to believe here, Virgo. Your very strong personality. So, but it is the power of words and your feminine strength, the feminine side. We all have an equal portion of masculine and feminine energies. And it's not so much about taking action. It's about, you know, expressing yourself correctly is what I'm picking up. So okay, it looks like happy ending by the end of the month. So let's take a look and see what your final message is. These cards are so slippery. Final message for Virgo, please. All right, Virgo. Intention and action launch all your dreams. Okay. We're already seeing the celebration card is here. And now with intention and action, it's all about that new beginning. All right, Virgo, that is the messages for the month. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you love and abundance to make it a great week.